The sucky thing about Alchemoth heart-to-hearts is that we have to walk to all of them. Because sadly, we don't have skip travels. But we have a heart-to-heart here at the beyond the, I believe it's the Sanctuary of Eternity. Or nope, Sanctuary of Hope, and it's with Fiora and Dunban. We have brother and sister. Alchemoth is a wonderful city, don't you think, Dunman? It is indeed. My heart belongs to in Colony 9, but I'd love to live here someday. It feels like a little spacious for you. What are you talking about? I like big places. What did you just say? Remember when you were little? You were constantly getting lost. That was when I was little. Why'd you bring that up anyway? Sorry, Fiora. Do you really think I'm that bad at finding my way around? We should try an experiment. An experiment? You see, this new body I have has a tracking radar built in. I'll never get lost now. Whenever you go in this place, wherever you go in this place, I can see where you are. I see. That is amazing technology. Those Machina are very resourceful. And that's not all I can do. I have loads of built-in features. Fiora, you're taking all this too far, or all this far too well. It's kind of creepy, but it also makes sense because, you know, it explains how Metal Face could always find us wherever we were, is because he had tracking radar that tracked our locations. And of course the power of the Monado. Ugh, still the sucky thing. No skip travel, literally had to walk all the way over here in Alchemoth. It sucks. Alright, but our next heart-to-heart looks to be available only at nighttime, and it's also between Sharla and Melia. We have Ancient Astrology. Whatever's the matter, Sharla? Why are you standing here? Stars. They're beautiful, aren't they? Knowing that they're the same stars I see back home, it makes me feel at peace. Yes, I feel it too. Melia, you know anything about fortune-telling? It's about telling the future based on one's star sign. That's right. I thought only Homs knew about fortune-telling. I know nothing of its origins, but practitioners have existed for countless generations. Amazing to think that the people of old looked up at the same sky as us. Quite amazing, yes. So, do you believe in fortune-telling? It is unbecoming of me to dabble in such things. Is it unbecoming of me to dabble in such things? No, not at all, Melia. All girls love this stuff. Don't you worry yourself. Oh, thank goodness. I always wondered, you know. Tell me, Melia, what's your star sign? The Harpsodus. What about you, Sharla? My star sign's the Perfumer. You and me have great compatibility, or compatibility. I swear I cannot speak. I had guessed as such. Wow, Melia, you're even better at reading people than me. Alrighty, so now we made it into the Great Hall, and our next heart-to-heart is right up here near where this Telethia is. And of course he notices me. Anyway, our heart-to-heart here is between Fiora and Ricky. So we need Fiora, and we need Ricky. We have the Forefathers. Fiora. What is it, Ricky? What's this thing, Fiora? Ricky think wow, Ricky like it. This is a statue made to look like the High Entia forefathers. Melia told us, remember? Very. They're said to be the founders of Melia's family line. So Meli's great-grandpeepons? That's right. They are credited with bringing civilization to Bionis. Meli's relatives very clever. Ricky think it cool. Why don't you let her know that? I'm sure she'd appreciate it. Fiora! Ricky want to be king. A king, huh? Sounds like a lot of fun. Alright, if you get to be a king, what will you do? Are you sure that's a good idea? Isn't it better if people work to earn money? Not everyone, just people who have injuries, and old people. Oh, I see what you mean. Help those who need it. I thought you were saying people wouldn't need to work at all. For you're a bad hum-hum, Ricky has been alive for a long time. Ricky know better than that. I'm sorry, Ricky. I know your family depends on you to bring home the pollen. Ricky wants to be richer than bird people and be good data pun. That's a nice goal, Ricky. I'm sure you can do it. Alrighty, our next heart-to-heart is out on the Sky Terrace. And it looks like it's going to be with Rhine and Melia. We have a breathtaking sight. Check that out. How high are we? Man, Alchemoth, what a place. Careful, another step and you shall not be seeing tomorrow. How on Bionis did you get the entire city to float? Amazing. It's quite simple, really. Right, yeah, simple, she says. I can't get enough of this breeze, though. Makes me feel alive. Gazing across our beloved land, it's a sight like no other. All those fears and worries just seem to melt away. So you feel it too, eh? It reminds me of when I used to sneak out of school. I'd go watch the clouds go by from the highest hill in the colony. I have to say that sounds just like you, Ryan. Shulk'd come looking for me and we'd argue about me skiving off. He'd eventually give up and we'd hang out until school was over. What? But I cannot imagine Shulk being so naughty. Look, Shulk's always been a bit of a rule breaker, just like me. I cannot believe that Shulk is anything like you, Ryan. So that's how you think it is it? Tell me, if he's so different to me, what's he doing here? Whatever do you mean? Us two chose to leave behind our old lives and get revenge, even though Dunban said something about treasuring life. The point is, Shulk didn't listen, and that's the Shulk I know. I see. It doesn't matter what kind of danger there is out there. We live by our own rules. I somewhat get your point, Ryan. I am jealous, in a way. I have spent my life constrained by the expectations of my peers. Well, my way works for me, and your way works for you. You can't just do random whatever because of all your responsibilities. But you think I'd last 5 minutes being top dog of your people? The Ministry of Health requires daily triathlons of all citizens. They'd be up in arms. Agreed. Best to focus on more suitable matters. Exactly. Now, come on, let's find the others. Alright, so our second to last heart-to-heart in Alchemoth is going to be up here near the throne. And it's between Shulk and Melia. We have so close, yet so far. I would have never guessed you were a princess, Melia. I'm sorry I hid it from you. I was waiting for the right time to tell you, but it never came. I should have figured it out from the way you dressed. I dressed differently to other girls? Really? That is quite a relief. I don't really know what other girls wear, so I was worried. Clothes really aren't that important. I like you just the way you are. You could be a princess, a pauper, or even from a crazy alien world. I'd still be your friend. I always will be. If you keep talking like that, you'll get back in my good books. But I do wonder what it would be like if I were not a princess. I suppose not. I would most likely still have met all of you and traveled with you. But I don't know, Shulk. Sometimes I look at everyone and I get very jealous. You do? Why? Everyone is so at ease with each other. They get to be themselves. I was brought up as a member of the high anti-imperial family. But you're not stuck with this stuffy palace anymore. You're free now. So go on, show it off. Do something really crazy. It'll be our secret. You mean right now, in front of you? No, I'm too embarrassed. I can't. Please don't make me, Shulk. You don't have to, it's fine. But give it some thought. I shall take your advice into consideration. Maybe one day you'll see me do something crazy. Alrighty, so our last heart-to-heart is over here in the Imperial Villa. And it's between Melia and Fiora. We have Melia's Imperial Villa. This is the Imperial Villa. I spent my childhood here with my mother. Oh, I'm sorry. If I had known, I wouldn't have barged in. Don't be silly. It's quite alright. In fact, I'm glad that you in particular have come to see it. I mean, we're sort of friends now, but we only just met. Oh, so you don't value the short time we've spent together? I know I do. Melia, No, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. You know, Melia, you're something else. Something else? How maddeningly and vague. You never mince your words, and you're always upfront. You really think so? I never thought about myself that way before. It's just like you said. We've only spent a short time together, but it's meant so much. I did say that, but it was obvious enough already. What point are you making? That's it, right there. You speak your mind to anyone, and people respect you for it. You're everything I ever imagined a princess would be. I am? Your words fill me with a sense of pride in my upbringing, but I find myself jealous of you. Jealous? Really? Forget I said anything. Perhaps a change of scenery is in order. The next room is... How convenient that I decided to, do all the swimsuit outfits for the heart-to-hearts. Just, show them off. And we have a heart-to-hearts. Like 3 heart-to-hearts in Valak Mountain. Let's go ahead and get started here. We have one between Shulk and Ricky called a Snowy Hot Spring. Ricky, got a second? I wanted to ask you something. Ricky, what are you doing? Ricky love hot water. All Nopon love hot spring. Oh, right. Gotcha. The water actually looks kind of chilly, though. My mistake. I thought it just looked cold. Ricky look across snowy hills and enjoy hot water. It's perfect, Shulk. I don't really see the appeal. But if you like it, that's cool. You want me to join you in there? Otherwise, Shulk never know how good a hot spring is. I guess you're right. Do not worry, Shulk. Shulk will like water same as Ricky. Ah! The geysers blown him away. Time for me to make a run for it. Sorry, Ricky. Off he goes. Alrighty, so our next heart-to-heart is going to be in the sealed tower. And this one is between Dunban and Ricky. We have an Ose Tower. Dun, Ricky not like here. Ricky go brrr inside and outside. Yes, it's bitterly cold. No, Dun not right. Ricky means something different. Well, what then? Tell me. Ricky's instinct tell him. Ghosts, come out and fight Ricky. Hero Pon kapow you away. Who exactly are you ranting on at, Ricky? Dun must leave now. Not safe here. I do sense something strange in the air. It's not right somehow. Maybe you were onto something. I'm going to tell you a story, Ricky, but first a question. Do you know anything about the Monado expedition team? I'll just tell Ricky some information. Shulk was one of team members. Ricky was very surprised. That's right. 14 years ago, the team set out to try and find the Monado. They found it here in these ruins, but only one of them came home. That was Shulk. Shulk's dad up on a Mama Pond not come home? No, they did not make it back. Perhaps the Monado rejected them, or perhaps. When Ricky come here, Ricky feel different? Ricky sometimes hear voices worried about Shulk. Is that so? You've got an instinct for this. I didn't hear a thing. Here is special place to Shulk. Ricky remember that and not kapow ghosts. Alrighty, our last heart-to-heart on Valak Mountain is going to be right here in the lower parts of the Laluz Church. And this one... Oh, it's not... I thought it was between Ryan and Melia, but it's actually between Ryan and Fiora. It's also at night. Alright, we have first sight of snow. Ugh, I hate the cold. How come? I just do, you know. The snow doesn't help, and I've never even seen snow before. Me either. It looks so white. Nothing like this ever happens back at the colony. I don't get it. What's up with balls of ice just falling from the sky? Stupid idea if you ask me. What? And you don't? I'm sorry, the thing is, Shulk taught me about why the sky rains. It's ice like this. Did he now? That Shulk sure knows a thing or two. Yeah, sometimes I can't believe how different you two are. Sorry, can't all be brilliant. Anyway, go on. Tell me about why it rains ice then. Water from the Earth's sea evaporates. Then when it reaches the sky, it freezes and rains down as ice. You don't say. Now that I never guessed. To tell you the truth, I only half understand it myself. Right, that's it. We've been chatting here so long, my toes are about to fall off. Don't be so dramatic, Ryan. Alrighty, now we are officially in the Fallen Arm, and this is where we get into the thick of heart-to-hearts, because we actually have, like, I think close to 6 heart-to-hearts here. And our first one is over here near the Silver Wreckage, and it seems to be between Shulk and Fiora. We have just like old times. Shulk, can I ask you a favor? Just a little one? Absolutely. If you think it's something I can help with, I mean. Yes, it has to be you. This sounds important. What do you need me to do? Oh, is there something special you want to do? Well, yeah, I want to come back here and hang out with you. It'll be great. Will you come with me? I'd love to. It would be really nice to come here again. Oh, it'll be wonderful, Shulk. We'll see this beautiful shore again and just dive right in. I thought about it too. We can all come here together as soon as we've finished fighting. You look a bit off color. Are you sure you're feeling alright? I don't feel ill if that's what you're asking. I just wonder why we can't come here, you know, together. Just you, me and you. But that would mean... What, Shulk? Has a little light switched down in that big brain of yours? Oh, I get what you mean. You love the seaside too much to share. I cannot believe it. You still don't get a thing. I'll spell it out for you. You know how you traveled Bionis without me while I was gone? I thought we could sneak away together, like when we were kids. Do some traveling of our own. When you put it like that, I can't wait. I wish we could go sooner, but we'll always be together, so there's plenty of time. Yeah, that's true. We'll have loads of time to spend together, so let's make the most of it. Don't worry, we will. I'm gonna drag you to so many places you'll get sick of it. Is that a promise? It sounds like a lot of fun.